Gunna was free from prison earlier this year after being caught in the YSL RICO case charges last year. He's been very quiet up until recently when he's came back with a brand new album titled A Gift and a Curse.
Heard the rumors and I'm packing up and flying out. We ain't going nowhere, I'm staying here, gon' fight it out.
Gunna just came back with this 15-song, no feature, no playing around album right here. He had to address the things that are being said online and, the problems he's faced in the last year or so. So we're going to go ahead and dive into the track list. The first song is Back at It, which I did like his flow switch on here. It felt like he was going for more of like a anthem type song with the way that the guitar was in the background. I think at this point he was still warming up, and I think the better songs end up being later on the album. Although the second track, Back to the Moon, I thought was another solid one. I enjoy the chorus the most on the song when he says, "If you don't F with me, don't do what I do." And Gunna, as he does on a lot of these tracks, is a really, really good performance. Tracks 3 and 4, I'm not all too fond of. I've kind of have mixed opinions on them, I guess. But I don't know anymore. I thought the violin and the beat was kind of cool. It's just a Gunna melodic rapping performance that I guess was hard to remember. It wasn't terrible or anything, but I think Payback was very similar as another melodic rapping performance that I just didn't really, get all into. This is where the album really starts to heat up with Cash Shit. This to me is the summer Gunna that we needed again. I thought the Money Counting Machine was a cool addition to add into the beat. For me though, the hardest song was Fuck You Mean at track 6. I just think that little yeah ad-lib was just a very cool addition, and the little vocal sample as well when they say F You Mean. I thought that he really used that well, and I thought that again we had energy, more of a kind of a summer sounding song, something very good to play in the cars as well. This is a very highlightable Gunna track in my opinion. And on the last verse of the song, it literally sounded like he did a Young Thug verse, like a perfect impression of him. I literally thought it was Thug the first time I was listening to the song, but that song being followed up by Rodeo Drive, there's literally a flawless transition, keeping the energy alive on the album. That's when he's really getting into his bag. That's why this is my favorite part, was that transition right there was just so clean. He says, "Still doing it for Jeff and Lil Keed, RIP to the Pope," which I thought was interesting how he was, name dropping and addressing these guys. It seems like Gunna is still supporting Thug, realizing, that's why he's here. He's still doing it for him. I thought Bottom was a cool song. It was good to hear, Run It Back Turbo right away when the song, played. It was good to hear that tag, although we know guys like Wheezy, for instance, that producer does not mess with him at all. We, publicly were told that, through DMs and everything. The lyrics were more the focus on the album. Him, sending messages to us, through his music was more the focus. Sometimes vibes, melodies, and singing too from Gunna, that's just his bag. But it's not like we had to rely on production at all, or the vibes of the album to carry it. It was really Gunna vocally, carrying the album, and that was the main focus of this album, is what I'm trying to say. And I thought this Hip Hop by the Numbers tweet was pretty hilarious, but it does kind of show Gunna's lyrical focus on the album. 33 times he explicitly references the allegations that happened against him. We knew he was going to talk about that on the track list. 43.3% of the time were bars assaulting everyone who doubted him. 25.1% was Gunna speaking on his vulnerability, which was something he touched on huge, I could tell, in this project, and even his last couple projects I feel like he's touched on that a little more. And then I thought the stat was funny, bro. 0.9 oral sex bars, his lowest in his career, which was funny because DS Forever last year was like 50% or something crazy. So quite the downgrade on oral sex bars, but I did think Bottom was a good song. He keeps his streak going here with P Angels, which I guess he's still, pushing P, he still uses that emoji and that branding, that stuff, that motto of life for him, I guess is cool. Just love his flow and, what he said on the chorus, "I'm in scammy, I'm back out the chain." Just hard ass flow. His rapping is just, it's very good on a lot of these songs. He's back with that energy, that confidence, what I'm saying? It's, been a while since we heard new Gunna music. Go Crazy was another, lyrically focused track. I feel like I understand Gunna a lot more now. Basically covering, that the people hate him, the money's caused problems, the bitches have caused problems, etc. A lot of problems for Gunna, and either way, I thought Go Crazy was another kind of underrated one. Obviously, after that, we have the single Bread and Butter, which was just the perfect single to release. Obviously, he had some things to address. The beat builds up and it's really Gunna just again lyrically on the verses, talking about the actual situations he's gone through. You switched on me when you knew you were in business with a rat, and that was, a lot of people took that as I was targeting, Lil Durk, Lil Baby, that type of, those type of people who publicly just don't mess with Durk anymore, have said things and whatever. I guess, Gunna said it wasn't intended at them, but I mean, he's got a lot of people to address. The whole second verse, he even dives into it more. He was talking about, the lawyers and the DA tricked him and he fell for it, that type of stuff. Like, he's literally breaking it down for us. But Bread and Butter was literally just the perfect comeback single for him. And now on to my personal favorite on the track list is Turn to Your Back, which was the one snippet on the album that I wanted. This is just a very, heavenly track, puts me right on the beach. I think Gunna went for more vibes on this one, switched up the track list a little bit, and that is like my highlight on the album, honestly. The song I Was Just Thinking, I'm kind of had mixed feelings on the guitar and then, him singing over it, because part of me does like it and part of me thinks it's catchy, but also part of me thinks that it's a little bit annoying. I thought the last song though was cool though. Dude, he does say, it's gonna be alright. He's obviously gone through a lot of pain and problems in the last year with these allegations and everything, and so I think Gunna was really focused, had his head down, and really created a one-of-a-kind Gunna album where it focuses more on lyrics and things that he actually had to address. It seems like people were tuning in, and Gunna just, you could kind of tell he was locked in for this album because he wasn't posting on social media. Everyone was talking online. All the music videos were very simple, straight to the point. The track list was very simple, 15 songs, locking it in, no features. And I got his albums pulled up right here, and I think Gunna dropping right now was really good in my opinion, coming back for the summer. No one's, dropping this week. He's getting it out before Uzi, before Cardi, Travis, whatever. I thought last year, seriously, this is my favorite project, Drip Season Forever. That's my favorite by him. I thought that was locked in top 3 last year, if not the best album last year. Like, I really messed with that project, and Wanna is another just huge vibe album in the summer. That's my second favorite from him, and to be honest, this is probably my third favorite. A Gift and a Curse would rank third best in Gunna's discography for me, and I think overall I'm feeling like about a 7 on this project, with room to possibly grow. We'll see if these songs stick with me. No matter what, there is a lot of tracks you can take away from this that are going to be in rotation. He pulled through, man. It's a good project. Let me know in the comments down below your guys' favorite tracks on the album and your overall thoughts of the project. I'm very curious. I think we got another solid project, but I got a Twitter, Instagram. Go check me out there. Again, we're on the road to 2K, so go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys with brand new videos soon. Peace.